Hey everybody, what's going on? It's Habowskistudio. I wasn't going to do this talk today. I don't want to be a Debbie Downer, but it needs to be said. Let's get rolling. Okay people, here's the truth. I've been struggling lately, there I said it, as an artist. And we as artists are always trying to put our best foot forward, and I just think sometimes the path we take, is it really true to ourselves, or is it driven by social media, trying to look like you have it all together and that sort of thing. And I'm here to tell you, I'm just first disclaimer, sorry I'm out in the woods here in Colby, near my house, trying to do this in a setting that's a little more comforting to hear the news, in my opinion. And by the way, this is all my 2 cents. Doesn't mean it's the truth, but from my perspective, this is what I see. And please educate me if you think differently in the comments, as usual. Being an artist is tough. My God. We're trying to find our truth, trying to appease our audience, all that good stuff, and literally it becomes overwhelming sometimes. That's the truth. And a lot of people on YouTube, I think sometimes are trying to, glorify things sometimes, and man, it's damn hard work. And I'm really hell-bent on trying to be authentic to myself, and it's been a real challenge lately, and I don't know if that's happening with people out there. Let me know. So I just sometimes think, what am I doing with my art? What are my goals? That's the big question, right? So goals. What are goals? Of course, they're going to be different for everybody. I'm pretty simple. I don't rely on selling art for my income. It's very helpful, obviously. Laid out there, I just work a kind of a basic minimum wage job, nothing fancy. And I feel I could do more, but I don't have a lot of faith in corporate America. So, poof, that's out there too. And maybe some viewers may be turned off by all this angle that I'm talking about, but I just felt it's important to have some transparency, as they say. And I'm not doing the video because of that. I've been in a dark space artistically for a few months, and maybe some of you share that same view and can share your opinions and all that sort of thing for other viewers also. But I'm not giving up. I never give up. I've been through a lot. I've dug myself out of my own hole. I have a family members, wife and such around me that love me, but they have no understanding of what it is to be an artist, to really, the trials and tribulations we go through. I never, when I come back from a plein air event, going outside to paint or even in the studio, hey, how's the painting coming? All that supportive kind of thing. I get none of that. I'm on my own. And the circle around me, I've tried to reach out to other artists, and I don't know what it is with artists. I thought we'd be more of a brotherhood, sisterhood, whatever you want to call it, but it's actually pretty lonely. And you got to have a strong backbone to survive, and all we can do is forge forward to try to achieve our goals. And there's a few things I want to do this coming year to advance that idea. Trying a different medium, casein. Probably if you watch my last video, I mentioned I bought some casein paints inspired by James Gurney, awesome artist. And very laid back and very informative. So I'm going to give those a try. and see if they speak to me and take my oil painting a little further. We'll see, and hope for some levels of insight, I guess you'd call it. Now, I've been out of I have a gallery that I've been working with for a couple years in Damariscotta, Maine. But essentially, I've been out of the gallery scene for many years, and several years. And I don't know how I feel about the whole thing. In this day and age, we have a lot of technology that can help us sell our own paintings online. And I don't feel uncomfortable talking about my work and that sort of thing with people and driving my own sales. So it's a dilemma, the old-fashioned dilemma of how the audience sees you if you're in a gallery and the value of your work and all that kind of stuff. And I don't know what to think of it right now. All I'm focused on is trying to do work that means something to me, because the bottom line is, if it doesn't sell, you want to be happy hanging it on your wall. And I'm sorry if I'm looking around a lot, because as they say in a lot of these YouTube videos, when you're a YouTube creator, you're walking around with a camera in your face and people are looking at you like, who's this guy? But here I am. I'm in the woods. So maybe a squirrel might say something. I don't know. It's just a real struggle right now. And let me know about your struggles and how you handle them, because we need to share how we dealt with feeling, what's the word? I wouldn't say left out. That's a strong word. But what's next? You know, you have some success, and that's another thing. You know, you enter some shows, and I've been in a museum show or two, shows that I thought, oh man, this is my break. Then nothing happens. I'm like, what the hell? So I feel like sometimes the art world is who you know. And I'm telling you, as a blue-collar guy, I don't know nobody. So, in the art world. So one thing I gotta say, just taking a rest here on the bench. Super quiet. You can't hear a peep. Very awesome. I just think sometimes, and I don't know if other artists out there feel the same. Do you feel like, I mean, my mother was a little crafty and that sort of thing, but I've just gone beyond to another level. I feel like I'm a orange that fell off an apple tree sometimes, and I have no outlet to talk about things with people, and it can be a real challenge. And in the past, I've had good moments where I feel like, wow, I'm powering through and I'm achieving some, getting into some shows and everything, but it's a very lonely path, and it doesn't have to be. We all need to reach out and try to support each other if you're in a local area. And what's funny is I've tried to reach out to some local artists here in Maine, and I feel like sometimes the work has been all on my shoulders in doing the connecting with them and hooking up with them, doing some painting, and I don't know. I just kind of got to the point I said it's all one-sided and went off on my own. And is that a good thing? You know, sometimes if you're around too many artists, if you're not, correct me if I'm wrong, if you're not strong enough to keep with your own vision, you can be influenced too much. I mean, I'm influenced by Winslow Homer, Edward Hopper, William de Kooning, Richard Diebenkorn. Oh my God, I can go on and on. Fairfield Porter. But I tried to extract, I mean, it's like almost like you feel like there's a brotherhood with parts of them in you. And William de Kooning, in particular, his brushwork is just amazing. How he makes paint. I'd like to try to push more of that in my own work, but the conversation continues. Sorry if I'm boring people. You're probably going to click off. I don't know, but this is the life of an artist. So I guess the point of this whole video, in a way, it was just to say it's okay to have some dark days as an artist. I mean, how can you not? We're artists. And as they say, sometimes the appreciation is only after we've passed away or that sort of thing, if you have that luxury of being discovered. I just want to make $1 to survive and continue doing my craft. That's all I care about. Not looking to make millions off a piece. I think that's another thing. Sometimes the art world can be very elitist, and I don't know what to think of that because I have no education on it, so I'm not going to act like I know something I don't. But I continue on forging ahead, trying to find a path that's honest. And with that said, another thing that's very upsetting is the art world seeming to, and I hear it on podcasts all the time, I hear it over and over, beat over your head, find a niche and stick to it, blah, blah, blah. Well, you know what? Sorry, been hiking. Well, this isn't hiking, it's walking in the woods. But painting the same old thing over and over and finding a method is not my cup of tea. Every painting I do, even though it's a similar subject, I want to go, man, can I achieve it? I have a goal. Can I reach it? I don't know. I just don't want to be cookie cutter, you know. I do believe there are some artists that do have that love for their subject matter, and I've seen it repeated several times over the years. One of them being Lyndon Frederick. Does these nocturnes that are just, every time I see him, even after 20, 25 years after the first time I saw his work, amazing. So to me, I've changed over time. I've seen some artists 15 years ago I loved. Now as I paint and I see their work, I'm like, not so much. But his work, holy cow. So I do believe it's possible. It's rare, would be my 2 cents. And I don't know. I'm throwing this out there to you guys to show the struggle that is real. And I'm not going to be that YouTube channel that shows everything as roses and I'm the expert on everything, because I'm not by a long shot. So many artists better than me, as it should be. But I don't look at anyone on the same level as me when I'm looking at who to compare myself to try to improve. I'm always looking 10 steps ahead. And I accept the misery I may go through trying to paint a painting inspired by a certain artist, maybe. And if I fail, I want to know why I failed and improve for the next painting. That's the whole goal. So I don't know what more to say, but I'm sure I'll think of a few things because I still got a few steps to the car. So as I'm walking, another thing I'm thinking about is the pricing of work and that sort of thing. Because in the end, I'm not looking to become a millionaire. I just want to keep doing what I'm doing, not have to work my little blue-collar minimum wage job like the rest of us out there. And the struggle is finding that price point that pays you for your work, but it's not so over the top. I've seen some work in big galleries that, hey, I'm smart enough to know it's a damn good painting, but let's be honest, it's, you know, say it's a 16 by 20 and they want $10,000 for it. Come on, are you kidding me? I know it's a good painting, you got some talent, but a little ridiculous even then. So I just want, you know, we as artists, I don't know, for me personally, I just want to sell some work and be able to paint. I'm not looking for someone knocking my door every 2 seconds for notoriety and all that sort of thing. So let me know what you think. Another few steps I'll be to the car, so I'll catch up to you. Okay, so in essence, to sum it up, damn, being an artist is super hard. Mostly it's hard because there's no 1 + 2 = 3 kind of thing. It's all kind of, you know, it depends on personal opinion and what they think great art is or who you know. It's really how the world works, I feel, in that realm. But if I do a painting that's better than last time, then I'll be happy. And it looks like we got company up here, so I'll catch up to you again. Okay. Dog's gone. So cute. I think it was eating squirrel poop. I don't know. But anyway, bottom line is, sorry about the plane overhead, but my channel's not going to be about sugarcoating anything. And this particular little video is not going to be a consistent thing, but it's real. So accept it. And it's all part of the package, the psychology and all that sort of being an artist. From a regular Joe perspective, never went to school for this or anything. I just did my own thing and figured out what I was doing wrong, read some books, like a lot of artists out there. We don't all have money to go to some big academy or anything. Would be nice, but honestly, I don't think I have the attention span for the focus. I mean, it's tough. But, okay, I'm going to get to my car. I'll catch up to you. Okay, so I'm back home in my studio and had a really nice walk in the woods, and I hope you enjoyed the video in terms of the reality that sometimes happens with artists. Can't deny it, I think. This is only my perspective. I'm not trying to say I have all the answers, but it is something real out there, and sometimes no one wants to talk about it, but I did. And let me know what you think. It doesn't mean every video, of course, from my channel is going to be this way, but sometimes it just builds up, you know, and we got to talk about it. And it took me a lot to decide to do this type of video, and I'm glad I did. Good or bad, it's what I feel, and that's what I want to present on the channel. So that's all I have to say. Until the next painting demonstration, enjoy your day, and I will see you later. Bye.